If you are working hard every month, but you're still broke, in this video, I'm going to show you how top creators scale their income. I'm not trying to pitch any digital business to you. You have what you are doing already. I'm just going to explain this simple strategy that has helped me to scale over time. So this is more of a financial education. This is how you are going to grow from whatever you are making now to 10, 20x in the space of a year or two. If you are currently doing $500 per month, if you follow this strategy that I'm about to explain, you can start doing up to 10K, slow and steady over time. Just take your time and watch this video till the end. Welcome to the channel. My name is Joshua, and on this channel, I document my life. I share my growth with you guys. And a lot of you know me for YouTube automation, but as I said earlier, I'm not going to be talking about YouTube automation in this video. I'm going to be talking about real financial strategies that work, that has worked for me and can work for you too as you are growing, especially as a young person. So now, if you are a young person just growing up where you have little to no responsibility, this video is importantly for you because this is the best period of your life where you have nobody that is depending on you. You're only fending for yourself. This is the best period of your life that you can grow quick before you start to think of getting married, having children, and getting responsibilities. So no matter how low your income is currently, by the end of this video, you learn how to start small and scale your business as fast as possible. Now let's get right into it. The first thing you need to understand about income is that we have two types of income, which is the active income and passive income. So now active income is the income that you earn using your time, like delivering services to people. Basically what you are currently doing right now, you're a web developer, you're a freelancer, you're doing YouTube automation, you are making use of your time to make money. That is active income. While on the other hand, passive income is the money you make without really doing any work. Passive income is the money you make when your money is working for you. So you are not actively working, but your money is working for you. So to scale fast, you need to combine both active income and passive income. That is what I'm going to teach you in this video. So this is basically like a blueprint to become a millionaire or to become very financially successful in life. So step one, you need to get an active income. A lot of people are in this stage already. Maybe you are also in this stage. You have something that you are doing currently that is making you money every day, every week, or every month. But you have this skill, but a lot of people are actually stuck in this active income stage because they are making just enough money to survive. Once you get your salary or you get your payment, once you deduct all the amount of money you are spending on bills, you have little to no amount left. So you are making just enough amount of money to survive. This type of people are unable to grow and they are unable to make significant financial achievements because they are making just enough amount of money to survive. If you're in this category, the first thing you should do is actually take your time, think deeply, analyze how you spend your time, and work on how you can actually start generating extra active income. You can pick up a side hustle like YouTube automation, make use of your free time so you can earn extra income. You need to make sure that you are making more than the amount of money you are spending to survive. And on the other hand, we have some people, maybe you just graduated from college, you just graduated from secondary school. You are currently depending on your parents while you also have a skill that you are using to make money. So at this point of your life, you have an high chance, you have the opportunity to save money. This is the most important part of your life and you should not joke with it, because the decision you make now is going to affect your financial life forever. So now that you have completed step one, if you don't have any skill currently, just get a skill, learn any digital skill or a physical skill. It goes both ways. YouTube automation, web development, freelancing, you can venture into any of it. Now, once you have completed step one, you have a source of income now and you are making money every month. Step two is to build capital. Now, this capital is for your passive income. You have something that you are doing currently, but now you need to build another business for passive income. So you can be getting active income and also passive income. Naturally, a lot of people will tell you that once you start getting money, the best thing to do is to invest your money, go and buy a landed property somewhere so that it keeps appreciating. But based on the economical condition of the world right now, especially if you're in Nigeria, you will know that even if you buy land 10 years ago and the land is worth double or triple the price as at today, the high rate of inflation won't let it make any significant difference, because the worth of 500 naira when you bought your land is not the worth of 500 naira anymore now. I hope you understand that. So you have no business with taking your money to go and buy a land somewhere. what you should do is to find a way to make your money work for you actively. And the best way to do that is to get a low risk business. Don't go and start forex trading. Don't go and start crypto trading. I'm not saying you cannot trade forex. I'm not saying you cannot trade crypto. But if you want to build a stable passive income, don't go into any of these things. Don't go and start gambling away your money. You need to actually work on a low risk business which will give you at least 20% return every single month. It can be a digital business. It can also be a physical business. And you don't need to worry about running the business because that is what your capital is for. You are going to hire people. You are going to outsource as much as you can. Now, there are a lot of low-risk business which you can do that will give you nothing less than 20% profit every single month. And I'm going to make another video about it. In my next video, I'm going to dive deeper into that. So you can just subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notification so you can get notified, because I know a lot of you will be wondering, what are the type of low-risk business? There are a lot: importation, exportation, and like different type of businesses. I'm going to dive deeper in my next video. So now, to build the capital for your passive income business, you need to save as much money as you can. You need to learn how to save aggressively. You need to learn how to save time so you can use the time to make more money in your active income. You know what active income is? You need more time so you can make more money. So you need to analyze your habits, take your time, and and stop things that are not really worth it, things that are not really worth your time. You can cut out a list of things that you do for fun so you can have more time to make more money. And you need to also learn how to save your money aggressively. Cut your cost of living as low as you can. Cut out unnecessary activities that are taking money from you so that you can be able to save as much money as you can. Now, this savings part will actually favor you, as I said earlier, if you are still staying with your parents, because you can just start saving 70 or 80% of any amount of money you are earning. Even if you are not staying with your parents, even if you have external pressure on your neck, try as much as possible to save. Reduce your expenses to the minimum during this period that you are trying to scale. Reduce all expenses to the minimum. Deny yourself of every unnecessary enjoyment so you can enjoy later in the future. So you can enjoy properly later in the future. And once you get enough capital, invest it into this low-risk business, which is the source of the passive income. So now you have a work that you are doing that is giving you active income, and now a low-risk business that is bringing in passive income. So you are working for money, and at the same time, your money is also working for you. That is the secret. So now let us practicalize this. So now let us say you have a work that you are doing that is currently making you $500 every month. And at the end of the month, you factor transportation, you factor rent, you factor electricity, everything out of the salary. You should be able to save at least $170. Okay, now you are making $500 every month and you are saving $170. Now, if you save $170 for the next 6 months, you have successfully saved over $1,000. Now, you take out $1,000 out of these savings to establish your low-risk passive income business, which will give you a return of 20% every month. Here's where compound interest comes in. You should understand what compound interest is as far as you went to primary or secondary school. And if you don't, you can learn about compound interest online. So you have $1,000 in your passive income business. At the end of the first month, you get $200 in return. That means your passive income business is now worth $1,200. Now, if we calculate $1,000 on 20% interest every month, the compound interest for the next 6 months, your $1,000 is going to turn to $2,985. So the first month, your $1,000 turn into $1,200. At the end of the second month, your $1,200 turn into $1,440. At the end of the third month, your $1,440 at 20% profit turns into $1,728. And at the end of the 6th month, you have $2,985. So you used 6 months. So for the first 6 months, you were saving out of your active income. And for the next 6 months, you were scaling your passive income business while also still saving out of your active income. So you now have over $1,000 in savings from your active income and a passive income business worth $2,985. So now, at the end of the next 6 months, which is 1 year in total, you add the $1,000 which you have saved from the active income to your passive income, making your passive income worth $3,985, which is approximately, let us say, $4,000. So now you have a work that you are doing that is paying you $500 monthly, and you have a passive income business that is currently worth a total of $4,000. So this simple strategy now has helped you grow from saving $170 every month. Now you have a total of $4,000. Now 1 year is done. If you are to continue this strategy for another year, let's say you want to keep your active income job and you want to continue scaling your passive income business also, let us calculate it. Now let's say you had $1,000 at the end of every 6 months from your active savings. After the next 6 months, your $4,000 would have turned into $1,900. That means your passive income will be able to grow from $4,000 to $11,900 in the next 6 months if you have an ROI of 20%. Now, you might be wondering, what type of physical business is going to give me 20% return monthly? Now, one thing that a lot of people do not understand is the word is digital. Yeah, a lot of people are more focused on making money online, doing digital business and stuff. There are a lot of physical businesses that you could start with as low as $500, $1,000, especially in Nigeria, and you'll be making nothing less than 20% in profit every single month. Now, in my next video, I'm going to give you a list of these businesses and how you can start them. Now, at the end of the next 6 months, you have successfully turned your $4,000 into $11,900 for your passive income. That is a total of 18 months since you started saving $170. So now you have an active income job paying you $500 monthly, out of which you are saving $170. And you have a passive income business, which is currently worth almost $12,000. Now, at this point, you can actually choose to quit the job that you are doing to make $500 monthly, and you can decide to continue. If you decide to continue, so the plan can go on for 2 years, that is another 6 months. That means you are going to add $1,000 out of the money you have saved from your active income to the $11,900 you currently have in your passive income, making your passive income worth a total of $12,900. Now, in the next 6 months, if we are to calculate it, $12,900 at a return of 20% monthly for the next 6 months, compound interest, we are going to have a total of $38,800. Now, let's say it looks easier said than done. Let us cut it down to $35,000. So you save $170 monthly for 2 years and continuously invested it into your passive income business, which gives you 20% return monthly. Now you currently have a passive income business worth $35,000. If I were you, I would quit my $500 active income so I can get enough time to actually focus on my passive income and also diversify. So this is a 2 years lock-in plan. You now have a source of passive income worth $35,000. Now you can actually decide to take out $5,000 or $10,000 from this source of income from your low-risk business and use it to actually establish another low-risk business, which might actually have like a lower return, like 10% return monthly, not 20% like the first one. Imagine doing this for the next 2 years again. So you are currently building 2 businesses which are giving you passive income. You are definitely building generational wealth for yourself. Calculate how much $35,000 at 10% monthly for 2 years. Calculate how much it is in compound interest, so you know how much your business will be worth by the end of the next 2 years. So don't forget the 2 first most important things. Number 1, get yourself a source of active income. And number 2 is save aggressively so that you can have enough capital to start your low-risk business, which would be the source of passive income. Use your time to make as much money as possible. Then use those money to build systems that will make more money for you. So as you are working to make money, your money is also making more money for you. Money, 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 money. That is the mindset of growth. So the step 1, you need to get a skill. It can either be a physical skill or a digital skill, just something you can start doing that will help you convert your time into active income. YouTube automation is an example. When I was in my last year of secondary school, I had a lot of business ideas, but I was unable to fund any of it. That is one of the reasons I decided to venture into YouTube automation, so I could make enough active income to fund my businesses. And that is what I have done today. So if you also have a long-term massive business idea and you do not have funding, you can start using YouTube automation as your source of active income. You spend 30 minutes or more of your time daily, and you make use of AI tools to actually create faceless content for you, while you use this content to grow your faceless pages and you start generating income for them. This is the best digital business model in 2026 because you need little to no capital. You just need to set up the system that will help you start generating your active income. These are some of my students that have been able to get their channel monetized in less than a month, and they have been able to start getting passive income from their channels. This guy right here, and even this. So there are a lot of people out there that are not depending on YouTube automation as their source of income. No, they are actually doing YouTube automation so as to be able to raise enough income to start their dream businesses. So if you want to learn YouTube automation as a source of your active income, there is a link in the description where you can get access to the same blueprint which I used. It contains a step-by-step blueprint which I created myself based on my experience so far and everything I did to be able to start doing over 30K from one single channel in a month. And also, if you want me to hold your hand through the whole process of everything, the link to enroll for my private mentorship is in the description also. And not just YouTube automation, any other source of active income. You just need to find a source of active income and also start saving money. Lock in now and start building your system so that in a few months or a year from now, you'll be glad you did. You know, a lot of people used to say generational wealth starts with one big thief. I don't believe that. I believe that generational wealth starts with one person who decided to lock in and focus on building income instead of chasing fun and enjoyment. It all starts with one decision to lock in, save as much money as you can, and scale as fast as you can. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your friends. And in my next video, I'll be diving deeper into the type of low-risk business that you can do in Nigeria to earn nothing less than 20% profit every single month so that you can start scaling. Until next time, bye.